Hello Vanguardians, this is Anthony of Epic CFV 365 coming at you today with my Shadow Paladin's deck profile. Don't forget like, subscribe buttons down below. Check us out on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for our Vanguard videos. And be sure to leave a comment with what you think of my Shadow Paladin's deck profile. So I'm starting off with my starter as Promising Knight David, GB1 skill. When you're retiring for your cost, this counts as 2, so that's why I'm running it over any of the other starters. I'm going to do this kind of in reverse. So for 3s, I run 2 of the Overbearing Knight Gilvace, GB1 Counterblast, GB1 retire 2, gets +5, and when it hits, retire up to 2 of your opponent's rear guards. And when you stride a unit over top of it, it gets +5,000, so it's very good. Then I run 2 of the Phantom Blaster Dragon, the new one from set 3. And the reason I like it is that you only need 2 of it. When it's placed down, retire 1, search out another copy of itself, limit break, Soul Blast 3 plus 10,000. Retire 3 of yours. Draw 2, counter charge 3. I think's what it was. Yeah, draw 2 and then counter charge 3. So essentially, you're getting 4 cards off of this, so it generates hand advantage. And finally, I run 4 copies of Supremacy Dragon Claret Sword Dragon. Very good. So GB2. Counterblast 1. Retire 2 plus 10k in a crit. When a G unit rides it, Counterblast 1. Call a grade 1 or less from your deck. It gets +2k. So it's not bad. That's why I like running it at 4. So that does it for the 3s. This deck's kind of centered around Claret Sword Dragon, as you'll see. For 2s, you got 4 copies of Dark Pride Dragon, GB1. When you're paying costs for anything, you retire this. You search out a... as long as Claret Sword's your Vanguard, you search out a Dark Quartz Dragon and counter charge 1. So that's a really good effect. Right now I'm running the 3 Blaster Dark Revenger Abyss. This is going to be coming out for Machas whenever I get them in. Reason is I'm no longer running the Revenger build, so that's why they're kind of still in there. And will be coming out for Machas when I get them in. And then I run 3 of the Bloodstained Battle Knight Dorant. You combo this with your grade 1 Claudus. It becomes a 22k rear column. That's really dumb. So that does a lot of counter charging as well. That does it for the grade 2s. Grade 1s, of course, the 4 PGs, Karma Collectors. As long as one's in your drop zone. When you put another one in there, counter charge 1. The 3 Claudus, again, like I said, it combos off of Dorant, makes it a 22k column, and they do a lot of dumb stuff together. Then we got 3 Dark Quartz Dragons, GB1 skill. Whenever it's placed into rear guard, and you have you happen to have Claret Sword as your Vanguard, your Vanguard gets an additional 3k for that turn. So that's very good. So you put this behind it, you're swinging at a minimum of 21. So that's really nice. Then we got 3 of the Stride Fodders and 2 of the Pitch Black Sage Charon. Because I do run 4 of the grade 4 Diablos, this can count as 2 of your 3 retires. And now for the zeros. 4 of the Taboo Mage Kafar. Soul charge it, give your Cleric Sword +5, draw a card. So you can do that in one giant turn combined with the Dark Quartz Dragon, and Cleric Sword pretty much becomes you must PG this or you're going to take a lot. For Leaping Knights, 4 Undead Angels. So I'm running 12 crit and 4 heal of the flat bows. 12 crit, 4 heal. Works out really well for me. I like to play a little bit of aggressive. Now for the grade 4s. 4 Diablos. This one should be pretty explanatory by now. But in case it's not, Counterblast 1. Flip 1 copy of itself face up if there's 2 or more in the G zone. +10 and a crit, and retire 3. Your opponent must retire 2 or they can't guard. Pretty explanatory. Then we got 3 Aurora Geyser Dragons. This one's Counterblast 1, Soul Charge 1, Flip 1 face up. Reveal the retire 2. Check top 2, grade 1 or less, give it +5 for each one. Then you do your drive check of 3, so it generates +5. You generate 5 cards off of one swing, so that's very nice. And then the 1 Doomed, that's all you need. Counterblast 1, flip a copy of Aurora Geyser face up. If there's 3 or more face up, this look at the top 2 for each grade 1 or less revealed. Retire one of your opponent's rear guards, and then it gets if there's 3 Aurora Geysers face up in your G zone, it gets an additional crit. So that puts a lot of pressure on your opponent again to have to try to guard this. So yeah, that is my Shadow Paladins deck profile. Don't forget, like and subscribe buttons down below. Leave a comment with what you think of the deck. And be sure to check us out on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for all of our Vanguard videos. This is Anthony of CFV365 saying, if you're going to card fight, make it epic.